Hey, there we are. All right. Happy evening, everybody. I hope nobody's having the technical difficulties that I'm dealing with. I was trying to pair Bluetooth to my computer for the first time, and I definitely should not have been doing that when it was time to go live. So live and learn. Hey, this is Lindsay with LL Cool Games, and sadly, NOMAD is not with us tonight, but that's okay. It will still be super fun, and I will figure out how these things work. I am just poking around here a little bit on the screen to see what we can do. And I love this. So I want to be able to show, see, it's just me. How do I crop? Press Shift 2. Whoa, now I'm like full screen. Oh, technology. It's a little different. Things are a little different when it's just me in the studio here, and NOMAD doesn't have things already set up to go. So, hey, Sea of Stars. I have been having an absolute riot recently. I have been playing, and I went through and I went back and I did 2 of the solstice shrines, and it was so much fun, and the puzzles were actually complicated. And is the cat is leaving. Oh, we'll see how long that lasts for. But first, I want to talk really, really quick, right? I'm LL Cool Games. I like to play video games. I like to talk about video games. And right now, you can see me talk about video games on YouTube. Lindsay LL Cool Games is me. And on Facebook, also LL Cool Games. It's that easy, right? Frank NOMAD is the Retro Wildlands, and he's all over the place. I listen to his podcasts on YouTube, but I know he's got it in like a million places. And on Facebook also. She's been surprisingly active for somebody who's on vacation. Frank, go vacate. Go have fun without us. Yeah, so I definitely have the fight with storm chasers. So we did the Vespertine, right? Get on the boat, you boat around to the couple of islands while what are you trying to do? Unlock to be able to get, that's what it is. You're trying to like quiet the storm so you can get into that center island to get to Stormcaller. And I keep wanting to call him Storm Chaser, which one of my kids told me that sounds like an evil My Little Pony, which totally agree. So I'm going to definitely put my comments up on the chat here just in case somebody decides to chitter chat here with me. And yeah, so you go through, you drive the horrible boat, which I appreciate the change in like tactic, right? Putting you in a vessel and making you try and steer just to do something different in a game. At the same time, don't do it just to try and make me do something different. Do you know what I mean? Because the problem is now, once you get past that, once you beat Stormcaller, you're kind of given a little bit of a which way do you want to go? Right, Moongal and Sun Guy are kind of asked, here's this thing that you can go back and you can revisit some things. He says, you're now strong enough. And I'm like, heck yes, I am. So you can go back and do the solstice trials, which is really, really fun. I was so happy with how difficult the puzzles were. I was not necessarily prepared for how difficult the puzzles were. I will absolutely admit that I did look up help with one of them, but it was totally worth it. Like I laid on the couch today, I had a cat next to me, and I really worked hard at getting those puzzles done, and it's super satisfying to knock out those solstice challenges and have the little light go off and know that you're closer to a goal. So I guess first I'm going to try and present this battle. And we are going to see how this works. We have not tried to use this tool yet on StreamYard. So we're going to see how cool it is. So one thing I'm going to do here really quick is I'm going to throw up our reminder that there are spoilers. There are lots of people who like to talk about video games and like, oh yes, invite people to try video games. You know, if you don't know anything about this, you know, come on. No. Right. Nomad and I are actually legitimately playing this game together right now. And so it's been so much fun to kind of have that, right, that responsibility to kind of keep me on track and keep me invested and have the interest level, because I know there's somebody else who's doing the exact same thing right now. So we are not spoiler free here. Okay. You've been warned. Don't hang out if you want to go spoiler free. Don't do it. Go do something else, because I'm going to talk about some really specific stuff because it's fun. Just earlier today, somebody on Facebook was like, oh, what's up with spoilers? You know, so many people. Spoilers, if it's a game, like, right, what is the age at when this game has been around long enough? When do spoilers become okay? You know, is it 5 years? Is it 1 year? How long is that, right? When different movies and stuff, right? Like when I remember when Age of Ultron, my God, like 200 years ago when Age of Ultron came out, or like when The Mandalorian would come out, right, weekly, there would be things that would pop up on Facebook, right? Be like, spoiler free. Like, I get that. For a couple of days, maybe a week, you can get away with, spoiler free. But my kid is practicing trumpet and I'm streaming. That's amazing. Yeah, maybe a week. You get a week. And if it's a video game, I know we all have these huge backlogs right now. But at the same time, like, I want to be able to legitimately talk about the quality of some of these games, and I can't do that if I'm like, I don't want to talk about these details and so on. So anyway, no details. Yes, details. All the details. All right, how do I stop? Just click it again. That's fantastic. StreamYard, you make everything so easy. All right, keep that up. Let us go to brand. Let us scroll down to present. I did give this a try. Oh, there's the cat back. See, I told you it wouldn't last very long. Let's go down to present. Where is present? Present. Okay. Share screen. My gosh. Sharing screen is easiest with 2 monitors. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Oh, all right. We're going to just try. Choose what to share. Entire screen, please. Sure. Also share system audio. Amazing. Thank you very much. Let us see how this will proceed here. Because I have the video like right here ready for me to pull up. So are you guys seeing this? No, you're still seeing me. I'm so sorry about the trumpet. My gosh. Please enjoy the beautiful trumpeting of... Oh, maybe it is working. Okay. And that's why things aren't coming up for me. All right. So maybe that's what I should do, is I should change this to window. Okay. So then I can still see that. Nope. Maybe this is a little more complicated. See, again, because you can't do things unless you go live, until you're like actually in a live showing. So, are you guys seeing this? I have no way of checking this. Dang. Share. Oh my gosh, yes! Okay. Number 1, I did that all by myself. Thank you very much. Number 2, this guy is the coolest pirate that has ever pirated. Get ready. All right, so I kind of went into this battle not expecting it to be that bad, and it was bad. And I did not do my absolute best. Plus, I totally is that evil pirate music? Isn't this amazing? I totally went into this not expecting it to be as crazy as it was. I hope you guys are able to hear me. I have no idea if you can hear me or not. So this battle, right, you kind of come in and he's still throwing up these things, right, which are totally things that the like the basic trio can handle, right? So I kind of forgot that you can rotate out for our little ninja assassin friend. Yeah, and so right, so far he's doing lightning, he's throwing, it's cool. I'm getting stars. Yeah, I'm doing some crit hits. And he's starting to do this crazy storm thing. Yep, do a good combo attack there. Love my combos. I'm trying to do better about using combos. And in my backtracking today, oh my gosh, I unlocked another team combo. I was so excited. I unlocked another team combo. Here we go. He jumps off the cliff, you guys. And I'm playing this. I'm like, what? Look at this seahorse. This is the most beautiful thing. I don't even care. I don't even care that it's killing me, right? It's the most gorgeous thing. And all I could think is, oh my God, I hope he does that again so I can see this animation again, right? I wonder if I can skip forward a little bit. Because it's just kind of, and then now we're rolling and he's got the poison to be able to unlock, to be able to hit him. And I just totally forgot. I did not swap in the poison check until way late. I did bad. I didn't. I was not planning with my team accurately. But yeah, then we've got the moon shields up, which is just absolutely the best. All right, is he gonna do the dive off? Yeah, here we go. I'm sorry, this is the best. This is not. That's like the cockiest, most pirate thing ever. And then look at this. I will watch this for forever. It's gorgeous. So as it keeps doing this though, because he does it a lot, I started to realize that he is. Oh, let me skip forward. It's not wanting me to do any of those things. Okay. That he is only doing a percentage. Okay, so that seahorse, when it's doing that big damage, it's only doing a percentage. So it's like 75% of your, which when he hit me the first time, right, and I was still like super high HP, it did a lot of damage. And I was really nervous that he was gonna wipe us out. But as we go through this battle, I started to realize it's only doing a percentage of damage. So I relaxed a little bit, right? If you're only doing a percentage of zero, you can't get me to zero, right? That's not a percentage. I mean, 100% is a, yeah, but don't get mathematical on me here. I love the pressure cooker bomb. That's hilarious. It doesn't do a lot of damage. I need to buff up my Garl. So his magic, is that a magic attack, you think, would buff that? Oh my gosh, is he gonna do it again? Yeah, he's getting ready to do it again. Like, seriously, I was nervous that he was going to be able to wipe us out. And I've not had that problem. I'm trying to think if I've had any fights where I've had anybody really be able to wipe me out. I want to say maybe a couple. I love that healing animation. It's so gorgeous. Didn't have to make it that beautiful, but they did. Oh, thank God for chain lightning. That's so much better than a seahorse spitting smog at you, I guess. I don't even know. Yeah, so here I finally bring the venom back in. And her, I've been trying to work on getting those crit hits too. I'm just not good at it. It's a little laggy, but it's not bad. Yeah, but she definitely had to come back in. Because look at how many, poison attacks it's going to take to unlock to get him weakened out so we can actually do some damage. Yeah, once you get into this fight and you're really starting to feel it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. There he goes. It's just the coolest every time. Yeah. I wish this would let me skip forward a little bit. Because you just don't want to watch this whole thing, do you? I was very excited when it ended. Let's just say that. Because, right, like, everybody's in the red there. And I know he's getting ready to do it again. So I'm like, really quick. You know, how do I do enough damage? What am I going to do? Right, I can like see myself. That's so funny with screen capture, right? Like you can see yourself thinking as things are going. Yeah, and then here, oh thank goodness he's doing chain lightning. All right. So let's get her going again. Get some poison attacks. Or was that a knockback? That is one of the best things, man. If you are struggling in a battle, especially if you've got low HP like this, go ahead and have her use. Right. She like walks up and just boots him, but it knocks his attack back a couple of turns. So you get a couple more cracks at it, or like I'm doing, you get a couple more chances to heal before he's gonna summon that seahorse. Because by now I had figured out, right, that it was doing partial, and the moon shield like this will also kind of dampen the blow, but the moon shield won't take all of this hit, right? Like they're still getting some hits. So it was rough. I was concerned. Right in the back of my head, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even like run around and grind to try and level up either. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? You know, I did rotate Sarai in. How am I supposed to be beating this guy? And luckily, it kind of figures itself out a little bit here as I have to dip into my picnic basket, right, and feed everybody a couple of times. Yeah, so we finally are able to pull through this. But yeah, this got me really excited for what's next, right? If this is our first, I'm trying to think, who else did we hit? Well, because we had the plant and then led up to like that crazy battle where we were all kind of, you know, tag teaming on that soul eater thing. You know, this is a storyline boss guy. There really wasn't like a mini boss or anything leading up to him. He's just kind of on his own. But right, if this is what just like a mainline story boss is going to be, I'm super excited to see what other cool things they're going to come up. And again, they just leaned so hard in on the piratiness for this area of the game. It's so fun. I feel like Sea of Stars really doesn't pull its punches when it comes to thematics, right? The pirates are super piratey. They play concertinas and mandolins and have 2 eye patches. And now we're beating this guy who has like a cool cloud beard and can summon and ride a seahorse, right? Like it really doesn't get much better than this until I beat him. Then it's better. So here we go. I think this is his last seahorse attack. I'm building towards that 2 for combo so I can heal everybody again, which, right, group hits are great for that. Everybody gets hit, which means we up that combo meter a little bit faster. All right, what are we going to do? I do not remember how I finish him off. It's probably just some little like physical attack while I'm trying to build that meter back up. Let's see what she does. Wham, bam. Nope, not that hit. What are we going to do? Oof, right? Zale doesn't help at all with that. Can't heal. What's Garl going to do? Really? Does Garl knock him? Oh, that was going to be exciting. If Garl got to be the one that beat him. Here we go. Come on. Oh, we're healing. Oh, that's a waste. It's frustrating, but hey, that's why we're able to end the battle, right? Is because I survived. Oh, he's gonna do it one more time. Here we go. I'm gonna sit down on my cool little stool here. And he breathes on us. Oof. Again, see, it's a percentage. Because it certainly wasn't hitting for more than 100 in the middle of the fight, right? She heals all. Oh, we're doing moon shield. Oh, again, man, what a waste. But I had no idea. He really doesn't have any tell. He's not blinking red. There we go. No. So there's that. Yay. Awesome. Okay, so hi. So okay, put me back on. How do I do solo layout? Okay, add me back in. Add camera slot. Hey. All right, so ta-da. Look at this. I love how much I can just play with this. I can do whatever I want. Yes. So that fight was awesome. It was pretty intense. Honestly, I was more worried with this battle, I guess, as I should be in progression along the storyline. I was more worried in that battle than I had been, like with whatever that cursed dweller of souls thing had been, right? That had taken Garl and we like tag teamed it with the other solstice warriors. I was more worried in this fight. Even though it was just, like a mainline story fight, it wasn't like supposed to be one of the like world-ending battles that dweller battle was supposed to be. So I was pretty impressed, honestly. That fight was gorgeous. I went into it not expecting it to be that awesome. And after you do that, you go and you get to, again, spoilers, everybody. Yeah, Nomad, if you haven't played this far, don't be watching this. You go back and you get to help the people right where their village had been damaged from the other dweller thing, like busting out and crashing into their village. You then go, is it Brisk? Go and you help the pirates boat the people to another island, which again, okay, so how much of this pirate boat driving are we going to have to do? Because seriously, it is the most miserable drunk driving. Again, you're driving like Lightning McQueen. You have to go left to go right. It's really hard to like get the controller to like let you even steer down. It doesn't want to do what I want it to do. And again, right, I get that they're trying to make it boat-like, but so you get given a key to a solstice shrine, and you kind of get told, after you built this village and your elder has decided, that he's retiring, he's quitting, but now he's also going to be their village elder. How is that different? I don't understand. Yeah. So then you're kind of left to your own devices, really, for the first time, right? When you were on the island, like the mountain things, you had to kind of follow the path, and you could go fishing, and you could go over here, but it all was fairly linear. It kind of felt open world, but it really wasn't. Where now, I mean, it is. Go where you want. You have a boat. You have the map, and you just kind of get to wander about. And it's awesome. I was kind of flabbergasted in my freedom there a little bit. So, yeah. So I went all the way back. Went back up through the coral lands or whatever. Not trying to grind necessarily, but I kind of wanted to take the long way back around to the solstice shrine. The cats are like having a conversation. It's crazy. And I did it, and it was really fun. It was fun to get to go back. It was fun to absolutely lay waste to like baby baddies, right? Who are like way level lower than where we are at this point in time in the game. It's really fun to get to kind of play like that. If I hit save, does that? No, that's not it. Cancel. No, just leave it like that. Save new layout. That's fine. Oh no, it's not gonna do it. Okay, fine. At least I have my little lunar babe up there. Moon gal. Valere is how I say it. I guess it could be Valerie. It's Valere. So I went back and I went and did the first solstice shrine. OMG, that's one of the hardest puzzles that I have done, and I am going to tell you that I absolutely looked up help. Because it's one of the like shuffle the blocks around. Again, spoilers, folks. If you want to do your puzzles on your own, that's totally fine. Spoilers. You have to push the blocks around, but it's not even like just push the blocks around. You have to move the two like stone blocks, but then when you move those two stone blocks, there's like this like purple like light or like energy block. Yeah, maybe it's more energy block that you have to be able to like walk the energy block from one side to the other side. And it's like, what? So that took a little finessing, and I had to restart. Would I restart probably twice before I just went in there again? Because of course, you go in there and you go, and it's like, oh, I just messed up the puzzle, right? You have to kind of move things in an order. And then that puzzle is tricky because you have to move the two like stone blocks so that they're touching each other, which is difficult to do, right? When you're moving them in lines, like with your hand gust thing. But I finally got it. That one I didn't need too much hand holding on. But it's a difficult puzzle. I will say that first puzzle is more difficult even than the second solstice shrine. The second one I did on my own. I didn't have to look that one up. So I did that first one, and I was just like, So I went and I checked and I made sure I had fished all of the types of fish out of that fishing pond, which is that. So was that the island where you go back? It's like where the mole village is. And then I had to talk to a guy, and he's like, oh, let me clear these stones from this path. Nice, thank you. So now I was able to go like straight to the fishing hole and then straight up to like the transport pond thing, which is hilarious. Yeah, so I did the shrine. I checked the fish. I went up. I transported, which is just the coolest, most fun animation. And it's something that they totally could have just left out, but they made it like this really cool, like these massive stone guardians just wing you around, right? And the command to go is yeet. Like, thank you. That's hilarious. Got to the other one, went down, walked around, considered going to go see the Elder Mist. Because why not? Like, that might be kind of fun, right? To just go back and see. Let's just go see. We'll go see what's going on. No, I didn't. But I did go down again, checked the pond, and made sure I had fished everybody, fishing. While we're here, I want to talk about fishing. I finally have fishing figured out, okay? Don't just hold the reel button. Don't. Because that's why my line is breaking. It's because I'm just holding it and I'm trying to hold A, right, and kind of keep the fish in that like slipstream, for lack of a better term, to try and keep it like coming to the dock. No. I've learned. I don't know why it keeps changing color. My light's not changing color. Only hold A when the fish is in the slipstream. Right? Like, that feels like a no duh, but my line kept breaking and I could not for the life of me figure out what I was doing wrong. Right? It's like, I'm trying. Hey, there you are. Hello, guests. Yeah, so I've been trying to keep the stupid fish in the slipstream, but I'm only like doing my human best, and it's not necessarily right, like getting me anywhere. So stop being human. Let go of the stupid A button when the fish is not in the slipstream. Let go. So if you do that, the fish, and it'll like jump and do like other weird stuff. Just don't hit A. Wait until the fish is where it needs to be, right? In the water flow up to the dock where you are. Just wait. And then when the fish is in there, it will direct the fish towards you and your line won't slip. My line isn't even getting to red anymore where it's like threatening to break. Do you know what I mean? It's not even doing that anymore now that I'm not just holding A the whole time. So I don't know what that impulse is, why I want to just hold A all the time. Just hold it. Hold on for dear life. No, you just have to kind of relax and let the fish go where it wants to go, right? Because it does. Some of them go everywhere. Especially the bonefish or the skelefish or whatever it is. They're just like the whole thing around. And then when they're in the slipstream, you can get them closer. But then when they're off, like flipping and jumping, just let them. You don't have to do anything. It's so much simpler. And it gets so much simpler every time I do it. No wonder Nomad is like fishing the ponds empty and selling the fish because it's actually way easier than I thought it was. So good job. Yeah, so I immediately like fished out like 15 fish or something because I was poor and I needed some gold. So I fished out a bunch of fillets. And again, just like in Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild, make a meal and then sell the meal. You make so much more money. It's unreal how much more money the shops and things will give you if you're selling meals as opposed to just a fillet or just potatoes or whatever. Sell the meals. Yeah, so I went, where else did I go? So you have to like go back up through Lucent and then go to the second solstice shrine. The second one was so much fun. And I was sitting there like doing the puzzle because it's like a multi-step. It's a multi-step, like walk on this platform and then this platform goes up and then walk on this platform and then this platform kind of moves and then you can get this key and then take the key over to this side. It was fairly straightforward. Like I don't know. I was just kind of laying there in the sunshine with the cat and I just was like, yes, these are the kind of puzzles that I absolutely love. And these solstice shrine puzzles are bangers. I was thrilled that they were giving us this high level of stuff. And I hope all the solstice shrines are more complicated, more puzzly puzzles like this. Because it makes me want to just go do all of them. Like when I got this one done, because you kind of like go up the platforms, and then you take this key and you switch it to the other place, you climb up the blocks and you go around, and then you go and you get to open this like huge, gorgeous treasure chest. I was wired. I'm like, yes, let's do all of these right now, right? It was so much fun. It was exactly the kind of stuff that I want to spend my time and energy on, right? So I'm just past 15 hours. I think I totally nailed the time for this week. We'll see how far Nomad and I decide to go for this next one, where he's gonna get to sit and chat by himself. But no, it was outrageously fun, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan of a game expecting me to backtrack. Maybe that's why I don't like Metroid. That's all Metroid is. It's run in there and then run back. But this wasn't bad because you kind of have like the island map, right? Where you can kind of see and you get off the boat and you're like, okay, so I just have to go through Lucent here and then I can go up to the shrine. So then, because Nomad and I are playing this game, kind of like parallel play, right? Like toddlers do. We're not playing together because it's not a two-player game. We're kind of parallel playing. Playing together, but not together. He had mentioned the Quizmaster guy, and I'm like, I have to go and find this, right? I want to see what this Quizmaster thing is about. So I went to Lucent and I wandered around, and I can't figure it out. I can't find the guy there. So I did like get up onto the rooftops. Like I swum through the river that runs through town, and I got up and there's a couple of like the hook shot things that you can kind of like bounce around town, and then you find a secret treasure chest in like a roof door. And I haven't looked it up either. Like, I'm not to that point yet where I've looked it up and I'm like, oh yay, I haven't gone there yet because I know there has to be something that I'm missing. Um, and then so I have the treasure from the treasure chest. It's a cookie, which I think is every treasure is a cookie. Oh, there's my phone. And then there's a guy that keeps saying like, "Oh, have you seen the ghost? Have you seen the ghost on the northwest side?" I'm like, I can't get there. I haven't figured out how to get. So I'm just gonna kind of keep pacing. And at some point something will happen and it'll be like, "Oh, well, that was super obvious, right?" Um, I can't believe I couldn't get over here before, right? Like it'll totally present itself and I'm not super worried about it. Right. The one point that I did get stuck was because you're supposed to push one of those stupid blocks with your like gust powers. And it was like randomly in the middle of nothing. It was one block. What is happening? That was frustrating. Don't do that again, Sea of Stars. But from then on, it's been fairly obvious, where you need to go, what you need to do. So, you kind of use the hook shot thing to fly around town. There's a fountain. Okay. Coolest side quest thing that I have done yet on Sea of Stars. And I don't even remember what the treat was that I got for doing it. So you walk into people's houses, right? Like Final Fantasy style. Just walk into people's houses. Or like Legend of Zelda, right? Hi, I'm in your house, and they just talk to you and they're nice. Oh, thank you, Solstice Warriors. It's like, yeah, I'm going to touch all your stuff. So walk over and there is a painting of this guy. It just looks like background, which Sea of Stars doesn't mess around with their backgrounds, do they? It's gorgeous. It all looks like you can interact with every single thing, which is frustrating, but this is fun. So I walked over and I'm looking at, because there was like food and I'm trying to steal her food. And this painting like talks to me and he's like, "Oh, I can't believe, my brother never forgave me, blah, blah, blah." So I'm like, okay, that feels like a side quest. So then you're wandering through everybody else's house in town, right? Looking for the brother painting. Totally found the brother painting. How cool is that? And he's like, "Oh, I can't believe after all these years and death, that my brother is still upset that I ate his jam." Yeah. So jam. And luckily, right, we have berries from being in that creepy garden and going out and fighting that like crazy like tentacle flower thing. I had berries. I already had jam. So I walked it back, gave the guys jam. He was thrilled and he gave me something. I don't even know what it was. I totally don't even know. But I know too in my backtracking, in the I want to call it Coral Highlands, but that's what it is in Monster Hunter. In like the coral reef area, right, with the gorgeous like pools, and you use the water to transport up and down. There was a cave, and I think I had to do one of those like sunlight and moonlight things to open the cave, and I got I want to say it's a Valere and Garl attack, like a combo attack. Super cool. How exciting is that? Obviously I haven't gotten to use it yet because I've just been doing puzzles. I haven't been attacking anybody. So that'll be really cool to see what level that attack is and to see what it's going to be. Right, because is it still moon flavored is what I was going to say. Is it still moon power? Is it still going to count to unlock the moon hits on the bad guys that have that pop up? We'll see. That'll be cool. Next, I guess I don't exactly know where I'm going to go next. I just finished that second solstice shrine, and so I'm at the point in the story where I'm going to have to actually do what the story has told me to do. Right? There's a star on the map, and that's going to be the next annoying thing that I have to navigate. I have to navigate that stupid boat, the Vespertine, down to the star and see where that's going to take us next. And I want to. Right now, the story it has picked up a little bit. Those shrines were fantastic. It was exactly the kind of stuff that I play these kind of games for. I love puzzles. Just give me puzzles. Maybe not all puzzles. especially if they're puzzles that are hard enough. I'm gonna have to look up for help. Um, yeah, is there a game guide? I almost looked it up the other day to see if there's a physical game guide for this, because I love me a strategy guide. Thank you very much. I don't know. Do modern games get strategy guides? It's sad. Physical media, folks. Physical media does not only refer to your video game cartridges. It's not. It also refers to music, and it also refers to the printed word. I am so sad to see strategy guides go. It is easier to just type it in and Google it. And now I can even like go, hey, Google. And if it tells me, what the source is, and it's like from GameFAQs, right? From 1997. No. I just let it read it to me and tell me how to do it if I'm really stuck. Yeah, but it's been an incredible little ride here recently, and I've been really pleased with the last it's probably 3 hours of gameplay, from getting the Vespertine, getting through that boss fight, and then getting to just kind of wander a little bit, which we've discussed this before, that the game doesn't necessarily encourage that. The game wants you to do what the game wants you to do, but it was pretty cool to feel like I was able to kind of let go and back up and be like, where do I want to go? And so I decided to do the whole shebang and go get both of those shrines done. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities that will arise where we'll be able to go kind of go our own way and see what treasures you want to go pick up and see those shrines. Because that's the shrines is how we're unlocking what thing? I don't remember. Does it matter right now? It doesn't. It doesn't matter right now. Right now, I know I have to go to the star, and I will do that. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. There's a lot to do right now. But it's nice, and I really do appreciate how much with this RPG, I do feel like I can put it down. And for the most part, I'm able to retain and remember what I was doing. Because it does. So I noticed that when you save in the little save books, it saves it and it tells you like what the next mission was, like what the next prompt is. It doesn't just tell you where you are, right? Which in the grand scheme of things, if I'm in that pools area, that's not relevant. I'm kind of off side questing. I really do appreciate that the save kind of prompts me and helps me remember, that's right, I'm over here doing this. I'm getting the solstice shrines. But ultimately, the plan is that I need to be getting back to that star. It's the coral something. I'm going after something, of course, because all RPGs are is fetch quests, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm really pleased, and then it did feel open, and that I did feel welcome to return to those areas and explore a little bit. That was cool. And I honestly hadn't anticipated that because we hadn't really seen that yet in this game, which makes me also then wonder, how much longer is this game? Like if I just did those 2 shrines, I'm at 15 hours. Pretty solid that I read that you could do this game in 30. So are we halfway done? Like with those 2 shrines under my belt? Because I'm guessing, right, if there's 5, it'll probably be, right, the 3 more, and then it'll immediately bump me into whatever scary final thing we're supposed to do. I don't know. I'm sure I'll have to steer the boat to wherever it is that we gotta go. Oh, the boat. Yeah, I'm done with the boat. Can we fly? I like the giant, like, mountain things just flinging us in a little pod. The animation for that is delightful. So I guess that's kind of where I am. Oh, go back to the quiz guy. I can't find the quiz guy. He doesn't exist. NOMAD has made up the quiz guy to pick on me because I can't find the quiz guy. I can't. I have multiple like quiz papers or whatever they say. Right, like quiz number, da da da. I have multiples of those in my inventory, along with my cans of jam and other things, and the pink-haired girl teaks. Right, all this stuff is in my inventory. I cannot find the quiz guy. Nope, he doesn't exist. I've decided, and I was laughing while I'm trying to, solve this puzzle and wander here and there and everything else. So maybe on my next trip back, maybe I'll find the quiz guy, and by then I'll have, all the quizzes and I'll have everything ready to go. And I'll have to spend 2 hours sitting there doing the quiz masters quizzes, but hasn't happened yet. I found a couple more rainbow conch shells, which makes me really happy. I found that sweet power up. I got a new rod for our leading lunar lady. She got a new weapon. Oh, and I think is his name Zale? I want to call him Zidane. Final Fantasy 9. Heck yes. Zale, yeah, Sun Guy, I think got a new weapon too. So yeah, like I feel like totally ready to go on to the next phase of the story too. And I haven't always felt that way either. Like I haven't necessarily been ready to move on. Like, oh, am I actually done? Because the pirates even ask certain times, like, oh, are you really ready to go? No, but I guess let's go. I did not play any wheels this time. I have not had the opportunity. Hopefully in the next area, there will be new wheels. Because I'm sick of beating the one table at the first stage of grief, right? I'm kind of tired of beating that poor lady. I beat her probably 3 times now. So I'm ready to move on to, although there is like difficulties. Uh-oh. What are you doing, kitty? There are like battle difficulties. Maybe that's what I need to do. So I need to step up and try the harder difficulty on the wheels table game. Hadn't thought of that till right now. I'll have to report back. We'll see if I get brave enough. I don't want to lose my stuff though. I'm still newbie enough. Kind of worried about losing my stuff. I guess honestly, I've kind of run through my game spiel for tonight. I guess, it's only 13 minutes early, so maybe I'll wrap up a touch early. I would love to offer too, if anybody is playing along with us or if anybody is stuck, please ask. I don't know if you've noticed, but I can talk like a lot. I'm not, people tell me I don't necessarily like give like concise, direct directions. So maybe ask Nomad. I would love to help with a puzzle. I would love to help with fishing or with wheels or with just general gameplay. Like again, Sea of Stars is such a cool game, and I think it came out maybe at the wrong time. Like it kind of was like, oh, this big like Sea of Stars build up, and then just kind of like fell out. And that's kind of sad because it is an incredibly intricate story. Fantastic music, fantastic backgrounds, fantastic sprites. My cats are talking to each other again. Yes. Oh my gosh, they're so funny. So, I just kind of wanted to offer that. If you are interested in Sea of Stars, ask. Talk to somebody. If you know somebody that has played it, do you know how many times we Retro Wildlands or LL Cool Games will talk about Sea of Stars and someone just randomly like, oh man, that was the most fun game. Talk to me about it. Like I want to know. I want to know what you thought was fun. Or if you didn't finish it, why? Like what was a stumbling block? Because I totally hear you because I've been there. I definitely struggled myself at some times, and I'm thrilled to report that I've continued playing. And I think this is one of those games that I would be really upset if I did put it down and I didn't see it through. Yeah, because then, so doing the solstice shrines, the little bit that I did, sorry, my hair is driving me nuts. The little bit that I did have to look at the solstice shrine to help me pushing the boxes around. It has to do with the different types of endings. And I don't know how I feel as a gamer about games that have right, gold, silver, whatever endings. Don't do that to me. Right? Like if I survive this and it takes me 30 hours to play through this, I don't know that I'm playing it again. There's so many other things in my backlog, and I'm still trying to win all of my original deck games in Balatro. Like, boy, I don't necessarily have time to mute my phone. Sorry, everybody. Necessarily have time to go back through and play and make sure that I got the good ending. I don't know. That kind of doesn't necessarily sit the best with me. Oh my god. Thank you. Can you shut that so that he stops coming in here and being a pest? Thank you so much. You're wonderful. Yeah, I don't know how I feel necessarily about games that do that. Like Final Fantasy X did that. There's a couple other games that I have played. I don't know. Did Horizon Zero Dawn do that? Do they have different perfect pure endings, true ending? That's what they call it for Sea Stars. It's like the true ending. It's like, so the other endings are false endings? Like, how does this work? I'm curious to know, but I'm also not curious. Like, why are you doing that to me? I want to play the game and then call it. Like, stop. Yeah. I appreciate replayability. I totally do. But on an RPG like this, I don't know, man. I don't know if I need to replay to see if I got the true ending. Because how do you know? Like, how do you... I don't know. That's why we need strategy guides, kids. A book, a real book that can tell you, hey, go do this. What's the most recent strategy guide? I guess we have one for Tears of the Kingdom. And I have the huge compendium one for Octopath Traveler. Oh my gosh, where it tells you how to do all the super level jobs and everything. Incredible book. Incredible stuff. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I have made my Sea of Stars deposit in the stream bank for this week. I had a blast playing those puzzles today. Like all day I've been looking forward to this because I knew I was going to get to talk about those shrine puzzles, because baby, those are not easy. Those are big kid puzzles, and it was fun. I wound up with a kiddo watching over my shoulder doing the block one. And we did ultimately, right, look up help. But he's like, wow, I can't believe you're doing this all by yourself. And I was like, well, I'm not really. I had to have some help, but that goes to show. I mean, my kids are huge gamers. It's summer. Like, that's their job right now, is playing video games. And even one of my people was impressed by the difficulty of the puzzle that I was attempting. So that made me feel good about myself too. So I guess I'm gonna call it. We will call it a night, and we will all get to bed 7 minutes early. Yes. Rob, I think you just get to show up. Are you on an island right now? On YouTube? Do they do YouTube in Hawaii? Yeah, this was really fun, and I hope that game footage. And see, to me, means really Midwestern, like Minnesota or Canada. You gotta say, awesome. Enjoy your beach time. Hopefully you're playing Sea of Stars. It has been an awesome day. I was really pleased with my game time I got in, and I'm thrilled to have all y'all here discussing this with me. I hope the game footage went well. I look forward to rewatching this before next week and seeing how that went, so I can advise the NOMAD on how to stream and present which is a little complicated, which is surprising because so far StreamYard, not complicated. With that, I will bid you adieu, and I will see you in 2 weeks. I very likely will not be streaming next week because I myself will be away, which is exciting. But behave yourselves, right? Have fun, but don't be stupid. Tune back in next Tuesday because it will be Frank himself, which will be fantastic. And keep playing. I mean, that's right. Like Retro Rob, the wizened Retro Rob likes to say, we're all just looking for the next great game. So for me, I'm LL Cool Games. I like to play cool games, and I like to talk about cool games. And if you want to talk about them with me, Facebook LL Cool Games, YouTube Lindsay LL Cool Games, and thanks very much for playing. Bye, everybody.